Good morning. It is 6:23 a.m. on Friday, December 18th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, Star Wars is out now. As previously mentioned, I am actually still not seeing it until tomorrow, so no review or spoilers or whatever here. Although certainly today, for people like myself who have not yet seen the movie, today is going to be a hazardous one on the internet in terms of avoiding potential spoilers. Although I feel like social media has done a good job of really getting the message out that to share spoilers in this context would be to be a jerk. I've said before, and I am, on record to the extent that anybody actually cares what I have to say. I don't think spoilers are as big a deal as people make them sometimes. That said, I don't seek them out usually. Um, so I'm going to try to continue to avoid spoilers. I haven't even watched all of the trailers or teasers or TV spots and everything that have come out. So there's plenty of footage that was, available um, that I haven't seen yet. And my understanding is that there are a lot of plot points that have not yet at all been revealed by any of the trailers or TV spots or whatever. In any case, I'm excited just because a lot of my friends who saw it last night seem to be enthusiastic about it. So I'm, looking forward to it, optimistic. But as previously mentioned, won't actually see it until tomorrow. So what did I do last night? Well, yesterday afternoon, I was actually feeling a little bit frustrated just because, it's a pretty common problem on the internet is that you're just surfing along doing your thing and you encounter dumb people who say things that you don't like and they're wrong and you just want to make them know how wrong they are so that they'll stop being so dumb. Completely ordinary reaction to things on the internet. Not even going to beat myself up about having that reaction because it's natural. However, I think we can all also recognize that actually engaging with those dumb people and trying to have that conversation with them, not time well spent. It's just you're sinking emotional, you're throwing emotional energy down a hole and you're not going to get anything from it. I don't know. It's tough because on the one hand you feel like you want to stand up for what you believe in, but sometimes the people who are making you the maddest are very clearly not going to be receptive. So at that point, why bother? It's one thing if someone is expressing like, gosh, I don't know how to feel about something, and you want to say, well, here's why I feel the way I do, and we can talk about it. See, that might be productive. But, someone who just says something really awful that reveals them just from that statement as being, closed-minded and or bigoted, you just sort of like, why? There's nothing to be gained ultimately because like it's sort of an immediate gratification thing, but it's a trick. It's like it's like those mirages from old cartoons when they're in the desert and they start hallucinating that there's like a water fountain or something. Don't believe it. It's just you're not gonna get anything. It will be a frustrating endeavor. So I knew that, and as a result was feeling like, okay, I know that I should not engage with those people. However, now I'm all worked up. I'm mad about this person. So what do I do instead? And when I put that question out online, a lot of my friends helpfully suggested things, and it was interesting that my friends know me well. I think that most of them suggested video games. Excuse me. It was a. Did I mention how I just got up? Anyway, video games is a great suggestion. It was a little bit awkward at that time because I was still at work, but Yeah, so anyway, one of my friends also suggested write something. And so, as it turned out, last night I did both. Did some writing, finally kind of broke through a scene that I've kind of been stuck on for a little while. I mean, it's not done, but I'd, I'd been at this point where I just couldn't get past the next beat, and I finally did, so that's good. And then I did play some video games. I was played some Fallout 4, and in particular, I went up and visited some real life Boston landmarks that I have personally visited in real life, just to see what they looked like in the game. Those being the Bunker Hill Monument and the USS Constitution, and they were very cool in game. I'm actually not quite finished with the Constitution stuff, but it was fun. And then Mike and I also last night recorded our episode of talking about Survivor for the Survivor Second Chance finale. So the video version of that is up now on this very feed, and the audio version should follow this weekend. So I hope that you are all able to successfully navigate uh, the internet today until you are able to see the new Star Wars movie, like myself, without spoilers. Um, Alternately, if you have already seen it, good for you. Please keep spoilers to yourself or to other people who have seen it. You know, just here's what it's about. It's not. It's kind of like in discussions about political correctness. Here's what it comes down to: have respect for people, right? You know, don't be a jerk. That's kind of what it comes down to. All right. I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.